is a lava lamp like the water cycle? Well, let's look at how a lava lamp works. The lava lamp has a bright light in the bottom of it. This light creates heat energy. It warms the wax, causing the wax to decrease in density and rise to the top of the lava lamp. You can see right here. Once the red wax reaches the top, it is away from the light, so it begins to cool. As it cools, the density increases, and the balls of wax once again fall back down to the bottom of the lamp, where they wait to be heated up again. This is similar to the water cycle. Much like the lava lamp, the water cycle travels in a cycle. Water starts down on the ground in the bottom, is heated up by the sun, expands up and loses density as it goes up into the sky as a gas known as water vapor. Then it gathers in the clouds where it cools, condenses, and falls back down to earth. The first step of this process is evaporation. Water evaporates from the ground and fills our air with water vapor. The next step is condensation. The air cools and forms clumps of water up in the sky. This makes our clouds. Last, we have precipitation. Precipitation is when the water that's up in the clouds gets so big that it falls back to earth as rain or snow. This starts the water cycle all over again. So, can you imagine now the water cycle when you look at this lava lamp? Do you see evaporation when the bubbles of wax are rising? How about condensation when the balls of wax are up at the top and cooling? Maybe you even see precipitation when the balls of wax cool and then fall back to the bottom of the container where they wait to be heated again. So what do the lava lamps and the water cycle have to do with the ocean currents? Let's connect some things and figure this out. The white arrows that you're watching up here are wind and air. As the arrows show, we have wind, cold air coming down that then travels across the ocean, and it pulls along the ocean currents with it. It heats up and will begin to move up towards the sky. The warm moist air rises up here, and once the warm moist air gets up here, we know what happens. It condenses. The clouds leave when it condenses, and the air continues to move this way, and then falls back down to earth as dry, cool air. So those white arrows that you see here, well, they're simply the air traveling up because it's warm, cooling off, and coming down again. And that's what moves the oceans. So as we look here, here is a map of the different ocean currents. What you see is red lines that show where the ocean is actually taking warm water. The blue lines, mainly down here at the bottom of our Earth, well, those are simply where the ocean is bringing cold water, and you can see the directions. And there's the arrows. The arrows are the wind that we just saw on the other clip. So notice how those arrows are now dragging around cool and hot water. Our warm water is mainly here in the center or the equatorial region near the equator. It gets the most sun throughout the year. And again, down here in the polar areas, that's where we're going to see some cooler water. You see right here at the North Pole, you'll see can't reach over there, but way over there, we'll see some cool blue water also coming down. Watch how the winds can move around the ocean. It's pretty impressive. All of those arrows are driven by the water cycle and pulled along by these arrows that we just saw over here. The warm air rising, becoming cool, dry air, and then sinking back into the earth. As it blows along the ocean, it takes the ocean with it, so that this is what we're left with. Well, I think I'm going to stay here on my nice ocean and nice sunset here and enjoy myself while you can think about the water cycle. Remember, this is an important topic. It has a lot to do with how weather is going to behave on a daily basis, and perhaps even what you will see as you get older and the Earth's climate changes. So anytime you need to think about the water cycle, just remember our lava lamps. And I'll be here enjoying myself.